walk, even though it doesn't have much to do with walking. I called it that because this is yet another photo that I took while going out on a walk with my wife and my kids. And this kind of like the photo 2 weeks ago of those two yellow flowers. This is, or was, taken on a rainy day. You can see the overcast sky. You can see the flower itself is kind of covered in raindrops. And the light is nice and even and diffused. What you can't really tell, though, is the size of this flower. And I'm really big on context, but this picture has very little context. This flower is huge. It's probably the size of a small dinner plate. And we pass this every morning on our walk. I know the guy who lives in this house just to the left. So there's a road on the right, which is a road that we walk on, and there's a house on the left, and that's the guy who owns this place. And I don't know. It's just like this huge flower. I don't know what kind it is. I guess I should ask him. But we pass it every day, and I keep thinking, man, these flowers can't be around much longer, but every day they are still there. But how do you get a picture of this thing? How do you capture the size of this with a picture without any reference point? And I don't think I did. I don't think this truly conveys the scale of this picture. I guess you could look at the leaves and think, well, that's a big flower because look at those leaves. But leaves come in all shapes and sizes too. So regardless of the size of the flower, I like that there's the overall composition. You have this road on the right and this green patch on the left and this horizon behind. And this is kind of on the outskirts of town. You don't get the sense that this is in a super well-populated urban area. This is kind of as, well, there's that tree line back there is like literally the edge of town, I think, because beyond that, there's nothing. It's just fields. And taking this picture was something that I don't know, I wanted to do on our walk, but either I didn't have the camera with me or we were in a hurry, didn't want to stop to take a picture. All these things kept on happening. And one day I just decided, it was raining, and I told my wife, like, you know what, I'm going to get a picture of that flower today. So I did. It's not the perfect picture. It's not even, it doesn't even do what I want it to do, but I got it anyway. And so I can say that it kind of checked that box. Maybe one day I'll figure out how to take a better one that captures a better sense of perspective. But until then, it's all right. I shot this with my 85mm lens. I don't know that lens was really necessary for this picture. Basically, sometimes you get a picture and you're just like, man, I nailed it on that one. Sometimes you get a picture and you're like, could have done better, could have done worse. And I think that's where this one falls.